recording. Okay, so we'll do squash and stretch. Okay, this time I'm going to show you a deformers. Okay, there are different type of deformers. Using deformers, what are the type of animation which we can do? We'll see that. Okay. Here in modeling, you have deform. Under deform, there are so many different type of deformer. We are gonna see non-linear deformers. These are the different type of deformers. Okay, so in modeling, this is a deform. There are different like 6 type of deformers: bend, flare, sine, squash, twist, wave. These are the different type of deformers. Okay, so I'm just taking a sphere. Okay, we have a sphere here. So what I'll do, I'm selecting the sphere, go to surface. So yeah, go to deform, non-linear. So I'm gonna take squash and stretch. So if you notice here, you get one circular means a deformer which is attached to the sphere. See this one. Okay, so what we can do, we can make this as a child of this deformer, but that's okay. Let's see, select this one. Here in the inputs, you have squash. Okay, so I select this. Here, expand. Go to factor. Yeah. So factor defines the value. Okay, means how it has to be like squash, stretch, squash, like this. Okay. So by selecting this with middle mouse scroll, you can do. This is a simple one. Okay. So let's do this. Maximum expand, if I give 1. Okay, it's 0.5, let it be. This does have two things. One is high bound and low bound. If low bound, if I make it 0, in the lower area, you don't get squash and stretch. Only in the upper area you get something like this. If I make this as -1, low bound, and high bound, if I make it 0, on the top area, nothing is going to happen. On the lower part, squash and stretch is going to happen like this. So let it be, low bound -1, high bound as 1. It's okay. So envelope defines the influence, means if more envelope, you get more. Okay, more flexibility. So if I restrict envelope to 0.5, it's less now. It's kind of bit of rigid. So I just make 0.2. This becomes even more rigid. Okay. 0.1, even rigid. Okay, this is good. So now what I'll do, I select this one squash handle and shift select the sphere, press P. So P means I made this as a child of this particular object, and I select this here. Okay, so then what I'll do, I'll go to frame 25. So my first frame, I select this model, first frame set key, go to frame number 25, set key, frame number 13, I just make it like this, set key. So now the type of animation which is happening is, this is what you are getting. Okay, there are no weights. To add weights, what we have to do, in the last class we have seen, like you have to go to animation editors. In animation editors we have to do. Okay, yeah, so that we'll do now only. Go to Windows, animation editor. In animation editor, you have to go to graph editor. Okay. In graph editor, you see this, the y-axis, you got a curve like this. Select this and press F. You can do that. So now what I'll do, select the first frame and the last frame. Okay, let's select the first frame only. Go to tangents, linear. Select this last frame, tangents, linear. Now select the middle frame. Anyhow, it is spline. I'll go to curves, weighted tangent, because I'm adding a bit weight. Okay, let's see what is the output right now. It looks. So there is a bounce instance after hitting the surface. This is a quick bounce, right? So now what I'll do, I'll select this one. I need to add more weight here, in the sense I want the spear to go up and slow down, then it has to come down. Okay. So for that purpose, I'm selecting this, go to curves, weighted tangent. I'm adding a bit weight to this. Then after that, I'm selecting this, in tangent and out tangent. Select this in tangent, move a bit so that now this stays some time in the air. Okay. Any doubts up to here?
No, sir.
No, sir.
So now, next part. When it comes to 13, okay, in frame number 1, I select this handle now, that squash handle. Okay, squash handle. Here, when it is hitting the surface, the factor has to be like this. Let's say minus 1.5, minus 1.5. Okay, and select this one. I change minus 1.5 now. Now click on this, right click, key selected. I can do the keying for individual attribute also. So I'm selecting this factor in frame number 1, right click, key selected. When you do that, you get this orange stick here. Okay. And now I'll come to frame 25, select this, key selected. In frame 25 also you do that. Now I come to frame 13, factor. I make this into 3, then select this, key selected. Okay. Now let's see. There's a squash and stretch animation is happening, right? But even that also is not that great. So what I'll do, select this, uh, select the curve, select the handle, come over here. You can see again in the handle, factor is the one, squash factor is the one which has been keyed. The first frame and the last frame, make this linear, and this part you go to curves, weighted tangent, free tangent, weighted tangent, just add a bit value, and you close this. Now there is some movement here. Right? It's a very clear squash and stretch is happening. Okay. Any doubts up to here?
No, sir.
Now let's do one thing. Assume this is some kind of a character when he is jumping, from one place to another place. Uh, we have to animate this character properly. So till 25 he is animating. Okay, this is a technique. Okay, anyhow, we have done animation for one model, which is having up to 25 frame animation. Let us do a different sort of animation now. Okay, so I would like to take a smiley character, smiley texture. So let me take a smiley texture, something like this. Okay, let's do one thing. Let me create a sphere first. So we need to unwrap this. Unwrapping, how do we do? You have to go to UV. Okay, so just a minute. So I'm just doing a cylindrical mapping for this. So in UV texture editor, this one I just take up to here. Okay. Then after this, okay, let me apply new material. Let me apply Lambert. And for Lambert, let's take a empty file. And here smiley texture. Now we need to take seamless smiley texture. This one. I save this image. Save. Then here, try this. Press 6 to see the texture. Now this guy looks something weird. So select this. Okay, let it be something like this. Okay, for time being. So what I'll do, I'm selecting this much and I unwrap this using UV planar Z-axis project. Okay, it's done. So the character looks like this now. So Let me animate this. In the frame number 1, let this guy be here, a bit rotated. Frame number 10, he is here. Let me create one plane. Set key. It's like from frame 1 to 10 he is here. Then 10 to 20 he just goes here. Little bit rotation like this. 20 to 30. Again he hit the surface like this. Save. And 30 to 40. I'm just doing a blocking, kind of a main keyframes. Okay, later, we can fine tune this. It's like this. So like this, from 50 to 60. So in between fifth frame, 45, 35, what I'm doing, I'm just, okay, let me just take it out. No problem. I'll delete, I'll do it later. Just a rotation of this character. Means just a simple rotation I'm just doing. 50 to 60. Okay, simple like this. So now what we'll do is up to 70 is there. I'll just place this 70 here. Frame number 1. So just go to graph, window, animation editor, graph editor. Okay. Translate Y. So this one, I can move the value to higher. Okay. And like this. All the bottom keys, go to tangents, make it linear. And all the top keys, make it spline. Okay. Then after that, I'm selecting all the top key, go to curves, weighted tangent. And here, select this. Select this. Give a little bit weight here. So when we give this, like it gives more life. Okay. So now what happens? Let us see. Okay. You feel that there is a bounciness here. Okay. Now, I think we have worked on rotate Z. I'll go to rotate Z, F. So I think all this I can give the same rotation. Minus 13, all are same. So I can delete this. Okay. Okay, so especially see these two position. You observe while falling, this guy, like the head rotation is something like this. But after hitting the surface, the head rotation is like this, which is fine. After that, when it is coming down, head rotation has to be here. This one, head rotation has to be little bit more rotated. So that is, um, okay, I'll give 13. Set key. So this also select this value 13. I think this is fine. And these two, I'm gonna add curves, weighted tangent. It's a logic you should understand. Okay. Okay, I'm just selecting this. I'll add spline, tangents as spline. Okay, let me select this tangent spline, all the tangents. Okay, anyhow, this is the movement. Let's have first and last. Okay, select this, make it, let's see how does this goes. So I can select this, I can make this linear. Okay. So I think after this, I think this also we have worked on it. Translate X. Okay, I think this is fine. So next comes, select this. Here it comes, deform. Select the deform. Go to non-linear. Go to squash. In squash, envelope I just make 0.1. Okay. So then I'm making this is child of the sphere. Select the sphere, press P. Okay. Now come over here. Now this squash factor. Okay, I just make simple 1.5. Right click, key selected, frame number 10. It's minus 1.5 or minus 1 is enough. Key selected. So then go back to frame 20. Here it's 1.5 factor, key selected. and 20 to 30 you come here, -1, right click, key selected. Then 30 to 40 you come, 40, 50, then it goes for 60. Okay, let me reduce the values also as it goes till 60. This is 1.5 or make 1.2, key select, and here 70. I just make minus 0.5. So we are getting this kind of squash and stretch, but squash and stretch also we have to work on it. Now I go to graph editor again, select the squash and stretch factor. I think all the bottom should be linear. Select all the bottom. All the bottom should be tangents linear, and all the top you have to give, go to curves, weighted tangent, then select individual keys here, add some weight, which looks good. Okay. Just like you can add, in the video, you can now add some music like point, 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 something like that. It looks good. Okay, if you do. So you can use this kind of techniques for your showreel also. So any doubts are there? Just with the deformer squash and stretch, with the help of deformer, we can create this kind of output. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So like this, there are other deformers also. We will see all that. So let me save this animation. This is of squash and stretch. Later, like we can do a settling in the sense all of a sudden it won't come just like that. Then it should some kind of another few more movements needs to be done. We can create that. See, graph editor is really important to do this kind of weighted animations and all. You can add bit weightage for the character or model. Okay, so try this. We have few more deformers. So what I'll do in deformer non-linear, I'll just click on this so that I get different things. So I create a one simple cube. I add bend. There's a deformer called bend. In bend curvature. Okay. The thing is, I need to add more mesh. Okay. You can bend the model like this. Okay. Then you can take twist, start angle, end angle. So you can make it something like this. You can create this kind of nuts and all will come, no? Nut, bolt, screws, like screws you can make. Like different sort of like modelings, okay? So if you delete this, it's gone. But to retain what you can do, you can select the model, you can edit, delete instruments, these things will go and the shape will retain, okay? So any doubts are there in this today's deformer? We will have few more sessions for other deformers, but today you work only on squash and stretch and the combination of squash and stretch with bouncing ball. Any doubts are there?
No, sir.
Okay, what about Sena?
No, sir.
No, sir.
Okay, can you guys share me the output, by tomorrow? Bouncing ball. Lindell, Lindo, Sena.
Okay, sir.
Okay, sir.
Software is fine, right? Lindo and Sena. So Lindell, I think there is an issue with the software. Let's fix that. So what about Lindo and Sena?
Not yet, sir.
No. I'm just asking Lindo and Sena. Do you have software?
Not yet, sir.
Almost half of the or 60% of course is done, Maya. And you don't have software, sir. You have to go to school and get the softwares.
Yes, sir.
So you haven't done any assignment till now, Sena, from modeling, texturing, lighting. Have you done or not?
No, I haven't, sir.
Okay. So then you can refer to the video, Sena, but that's what. Make sure you have the software. Okay. So if you at least if you have downloaded the software, I can help you out how to install. Hmm?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Fine then. I'll upload this video. Lindell, I'll connect. Like I'll send you a message. Then we can connect. Okay. I'll help you out in installing.
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine. Bye. Have a good day.
Bye.
Bye.